Yeah, it definitely seems like we're not leaning in the direction of like Dark Messiah at all. It leans almost more into like Doom, but melee focused. More Doom-esque. Yeah, let me check if we're live on YouTube, actually. Let me check. Yes. Yes. You're golden. Set velocity. I think we could maybe do this by just setting our velocity. We should be able to just set the velocity entirely. You know how to handle the combat? It's fairly quick. Yeah. Key part of Dark Messiah is having a sexy demon girlfriend. What the fuck even? In hell? What? Why? Why is that? Why? But why? I have a question. Do I need a... Maybe you need a timer to just like stop Z... Stop falling? See you later, assholes. I'm going somewhere else. Hey, Barrabudas. How's it going? Pretty well, man. I've started my own flight airline. Anyways, maybe 900 is too much. The thing is we need to freeze the Z velocity a little bit longer. Like, why are some of those hits missing? And I hate these warning messages. They're pissing me off. Doesn't mean you need to be constrained by it. Right. I'm not trying to be constrained by it, for sure. Definitely. You know, day, I just want to make something fun, right? Something fun, something that makes you feel powerful, but there's also like a little bit of thought going into like, I guess, your build and whatnot. But then that's the important part, is the whole build concept. Okay, hold on. You guys might not understand what I'm doing. I am planning ahead. I'm planning ahead a little bit. We might not even, because it's a... I've got a really stupid, crazy idea. What's the default gravity scale? 1.5. You know, glitch. Yeah, dude, we need the light attacks to, like, we need the range of the attack to be a lot farther. But, boat, where the fuck I was? Where was I? Oh, here I was. Haha. 0.6 for resetting the gravity. Why is my fucking table squeaky? What's going on? Okay. Ah, dude. Okay, okay, extend the sword. Extendo Patronum. Yes, Viagra this bitch. That doesn't... Anyways, where's the sword hit scan? It goes from the sword half to the sword half. What? What? I think it's already been extended. Oh my god. The sword's already extended by like a shit ton. Maybe we extend it a little bit more. 'Cause fuck it. Gaming. We have a magical sword. Our slices are so powerful that we... Yeah, fuck it. Hey, fuck it. It might feel good. I don't know. If it feels good, that's what matters. The swing... being at the grasp of the animations kind of sucks. Also, sometimes we miss. I don't know why. Wait. Hold on. What if we make the gravity scale even longer? Currently it's 0.6, but what if we make it 1.2 seconds? Wait, let me try 4 seconds. Is this working? We do have a forward lunge. It's just... I don't do a crazy amount. What the hell? Setting the gravity does not actually make us fall slower. Am I doing all this work on the game? Oh wait, is something else setting the gravity? Yes. Oh fuck. Ooh. Oops. No wonder it's not working. Yeah, I think. Sort of. Yeah. Very hacky, but it works. Dude, what? Why's my table squeaking? What the hell? Okay, so we need to put this actually beforehand. 1 second. Reset gravity. Okay, so we're setting the gravity to 0.1. Surely this will work. Oh, wait. Not active. See, that's crazy. If I remove this, I'm flying. Now. Hear me out. What if I make that a lot more subtle? Gravity, you got pathfinding for different gravity, differential gravity on perhaps the inside of a sphere? Shut up. What do you think what kind of game do you think I'm making? Table? You're pissing me off, man. Hey. You're supposed to juggle the enemies, not yourself? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Shit. No, but think about it. If you float in the air, okay, with an enemy, you throw them up in the air, because we're going to get a strong attack in that I have to animate. Then you need to somehow be able to, you know what I mean? You're just making Samurai from Risk of Rain 2? I don't know who the fuck that is. I haven't played him. Who's my main? I only played the guy who shoots the gun that resets all the cooldowns. I forgot his name. Omega Fake Fan. Sorry, my brain has other things in memory, such as your mother's phone number that I call frequently. I don't know. Like, listen, I don't know, man. Okay, hold on. Everybody shut up. I need to get the Z velocity. And it needs to be minimum 1 hundo. I think... Wait. Is it minimum or maximum? I hate this node. Why did they name it this way? It returns the minimum value of A and B. It returns the number that is smaller or the number that is largest. Smaller. Okay. The maximum. Yeah. Now, what the fuck am I making? I don't even know what the hell am I making, you know? I don't even know what I'm making anymore. What the hell kind of game is this? What the hell what am I making? I don't even know anymore. Anyways, open up Blender. It's time to animate. But, ah! It's still, oh, there we go. Oh no, honey, don't do this to me. Oh yeah, honey. Yep, here we go. Oh yeah. Shit. It's been 5 years. Eris, don't fucking start with me. I got work I need to do, okay? No one's banning you. Jesus. Fucking working, man. Thank you for your understanding. All right. This will be this. This will be the. Sorry, my brain had a moment. This will be the upswing, sword upswing. This is the upswing. Crim's panning people all over the place. No. How do you have Blender open in 5 seconds? Mine takes a minute to boot. That's because I have a computer that doesn't suck balls. I don't know. I don't have that many plugins or add-ons, so... Well, I do, but not that many. Not that many. I'm doing good, by the way. Albert, how are you? Chat, he's so mean today? Sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Am I being a little obtuse or a little bit too aggressive? How do we have a pose for us preparing the up attack? You can't. It's going to be off screen. Oh well. What can you do? Frame 10. 14. Frame 10 to 14. What does obtuse mean? I don't know. I just use the word. Next question. I actually don't know. I'll log 1,000 hours on Suitfire if he adds me a NPC in the game. Brother, I haven't even fucking released the current update. What makes you think I'm going to put you in as an NPC? I have an update literally ready to be released and I still haven't put it in. Can you do that with your arm? Yeah, kind of. Ugh. Ugh. I hate animating. How do you... How would you do... This is like a really awkward... This is a very awkward, like... This is a very awkward pose. For one, I think I broke my guy's arm. Let's just put the thing in the thing. Ignore the fact that I'm breaking his arm. Let's just not speak of it. Let us not speak of such silly subjects. If our mod, you would have been gone already. Yeah, Sonny, this is why you don't have a stream. Where am I? Sorry, I'm a little unhinged today. I don't know why. I apologize in advance if you are caught in the crossfire. There's no excuse. I don't know. I'm just kind of unhinged today. Chet's right. He is toxic today. What's wrong with my man's arm? How would you... I think this pose... This pose sucks. If only our game didn't have hands. Think about it. If the game didn't have hands, I would not have to worry about any of this. Frame 17. Frame 17. Haven't you ever... I don't want to read that comment anymore. Jarvis, go to frame 17, rotate 87 degrees in Y-axis. Is that how you animate? Remove the hands and make the weapons float with telekinesis. You know, we were thinking to just make it so it's just floating hands, very like Rayman style. And honestly, the more we animate, the more I'm like, who gives a fuck about arms? Like, actually, like, who cares? Arms suck. No, it's just Blender. It's just Blender. I feel like this is going to be awkward no matter what, because I just don't think this is like a regular attack that you would do. Oh my. Oh my god. This is A knee attack to knock him up? I was just thinking an up slash. I don't even know what game I'm thinking of that does this. There's a game that does this. Which game? Thoughts? Anybody know which game I'm thinking of that does this? Shouldn't you have a reference for such a complex movement? Don't you have a toy sword laying around? What do you take me for? A fucking nerd? No, I don't have one. I got a lightsaber. Devil May Cry has an upward slash? Devil May Cry upward slash. How do they, how does that look? Well, that's not, this is not what I, well, this is, what the hell is this? Devil May Cry 5 combat. No commentary. Full game, 100% no commentary. Okay. Spoilers. Oh. I see. I guess that would make sense, doing it from a different pose. Rather than doing it from the right side. Yeah, that does make quite a bit of sense, huh? Does make quite a bit of sense. There's a free asset pack on Fab. Gonna consent all the Paragon assets? I don't know, man. Listen, we're gonna be dealing with a lot more headaches if I have to fucking deal with that shit. We would do the same in first person with the air combo? Well, we're gonna see if it looks okay. Such an awkward pose. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to key the influence of this and return the hand back to its original pose. Let's just make this as block out as possible. You know what I mean? Like, let's not waste any time. Let's not waste any time here. If I remember correctly, the stab actually starts at frame 14. So we want this to stay around the same position here, and then the stab goes through, or the swing. I don't want to perfect it too much, even though it would look a lot nicer having something that like looks better. I'm not going to spend like a crazy amount of time on this shit right now. Oh, great. It's doing this fucking rotation shit again. Oh, you son of a... Oh. Okay, delete the keyframe. Just whatever. Get it, just whatever. I can't care. I don't care. I just want to be able to test this ASAP. You know what I mean? I don't want to, like, waste too much time. I want you to try to hold your right hand the way to do this. Yeah, whatever, man. It's a video game. What do you want from me? You ever seen an anime before? Have you seen the shit they do in that? In there? I do, by the way, geek.
Shit my pants, I did. Huh?
Well.
Yeah, it might be better doing it from the other side of the arm, but I might do that as a secondary animation. Faye, by the way, thank you for the 6 years. Thank you. Hire a mocapper from Fiverr? How about hire... Does inappropriate movement... How much? I legally cannot say because prostitution is illegal. And as a... I will not continue this joke any further. Goodbye. Canadian man angrily pointing at crotch. It's true. Okay, this is gonna be dash R. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't even know what is that. The substance painter? What the fuck are you doing there? Characters, first person arms, animations. This is our like super block out animation because I have no idea if we're gonna keep this thing in where you can juggle enemies. I just thought, hey, what if we make it so you can juggle enemies? Is it a good idea? I don't know. I don't know. Was I thinking of Dynasty Warriors? I've never played Dynasty Warriors. What do you mean juggle? Juggle. Like Devil May Cry juggle? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Attendez. Hold on. AS sword, swing up, dash R, sword, up, swing. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, I hate this. Why do they have this stupid, garbage, shitty importer? Man, puke. Ugh. Every day that goes by, I regret investing time into this engine. I'm just kidding. I love this engine, except it's really... Really making it hard for me to love it sometimes. I'd be juggle D's. Yep, listen here, punk. Wait, you can create a child montage? Yo, wait, hold on. Yo! Wait. Oh, you can replace an animation with that. Oh, whoa. You can't even change the timings of things. Man, that's stupid. Who the fuck would you... Who the hell? Good luck with juggling in first person. Ye of little faith. Ye of little faith. Can I be honest with you guys, chat? Can I be honest with you guys? Can I give you guys some feedback? It's okay, you can give me feedback too. You guys really love to say some shit to me sometimes. No? Sure? I've received 50% vote for sure. Which is understandable. You guys are kind of sometimes allergic to experimentation. And I understand. Our animation might not look very good, but... What do you think about using many assets? I don't think about anything. I use assets. I use a bunch of them. How is his arm okay? I see. It's not. That's the secret sauce. True says the guy who's afraid of nanite. Okay, that. Fuck nanite. I don't need nanite. That's the thing. I'm not gonna make any games that has that high of fidelity. I don't need it. Coming from the guy who's allergic to C++, that's not true. Someone who's allergic to C++ would not even gander at it at all. However, I have Writer open. And someone who's allergic would not have Writer open. Okay? Now, should I be using more... Should I be using it more? Yes. Yes, I should be. But alas... Daily writer window maximize. See you next stream. I try to use as many experimental plugs in my projects as I can. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy. It's like going to like one of those like labs. They're like, hey, we're this medicine's in testing, and then you're like, pump it all in me. How many do you got? Put all 17 inside of me. What did you say? What do you mean? What did I just say? You know what, like, have labs start doing human testing for like medicine and stuff? I'm not a doctor. Who the fuck do you think I am? I'm an idiot who uses Unreal Engine. I'm not even a real game dev. If you ask me to use a different game engine, I wouldn't know. Because I'm stupid. Where am I? Oh, I'm right here. I need to find where punch is, and then we need to put it in kick. Ah. Yes. Start charge swing. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. I hope this system is easy to use. Okay, hold on. I think I know. I think I need to put it in the false. Real game devs use C++ only? Yeah, shut up. The amount of Redditors that I hear that fucking say that shit. God. Smells. Smells. Every time I look on r/Unreal Engine, I feel like I'm actually like smelling a stench. A smelly, smelly stench. A very smelly stench. You know, you should be using C++ for everything. Ideally, that would be the best. Actually, you should be like, man, like, God, ugh. Ugh. All right. Use Godot so you can hate Godot as well as Unreal. I think the problem with Godot is I just don't have enough, like, programming skills to take that on. And, like, the amount of things I'm going to have to, like, implement myself that Unreal kind of allows me to just kind of focus more on, like, I guess it allows me to focus more on design than programming, I guess, even though I am programming. But it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I can focus more on the design of the game than focusing on, like, the programming and getting shit to work. Yuri? I just got started on Unreal Engine. My target is to build a simulation sort of game / software, and I don't want my first steps to be lost in vain to avoid losing the passion. Brother, just get lost. Just get lost in it. You're going to get lost. I'd say just get lost in it. You know what I mean? There will be moments where you do get lost. Oh? It's not really going towards the center of the screen, which I was hoping it would go more towards the center. So yeah, I would say like you're gonna you're gonna come across a lot of issues that will feel like it's slowing down your progression of development. But in reality, I don't think it's actually slowing down your progression at all. It just might seem that way. Every little hurdle that you come across in learning the engine and getting better at it, it is you learning how to come across an issue and solve that problem using the engine. I'm going backwards. If I twist too much, our arm becomes a strudel. That being said, it already kind of is. Yeah. Please rotate the right hand the other way. Don't tell the right hand what to do. If he wants to do what he wants to do, he's going to do what he wants to do. And no one's going to tell him otherwise. This looks really stupid. Anyways. As long as it feels good. Something really annoying is it's changing the name. It's changing the name of my export. Can we stop changing the name of the export, please? think that did it. So now I should be able to go in here and just re-import it. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Re-import, re-import. We'll know if it's re-imported by re-importing this. Yes, it's re-imported. God, this animation fucking sucks. I just want it to be in the center. It's already launching him in the air. That's funny. Now we just have to do more work by making the player character jump. Upswing right. Release time 1.2. Has a 0.8 blend time. I know Hellcat, I know. That's why I'm learning C++, or I'm getting, you know, I am pushing myself to learn it more and whatnot, even though it is, you know, it's a hard challenge for me. Yes, yes. Yes. Is there any way to check which assets, props, animations have copyright, or I have to check them manually? I can't give legal advice, I'm not a lawyer, but yeah, you're gonna have to probably check it manually. You guys see my vision? It needs to be shorter. The animation needs to be shorter because here's the thing. If it's too long, we can't quickly go into the next attack, and that fucking sucks a big of balls. So, on that note, let's make this 40 frames. We can only see the silly animation. Come on, guys. Come on. See the vision that I see, okay? Come on. Come on. I can see the vision. Thank you, Sonny. Of all people, you're the one that says... Have you seen the game Shady Night? It is on my my inspiration list. It is on my inspiration list. Yeah, you're gonna have to check it manually, Abu. Just yeah, be careful what you buy and download. If you're downloading something and it's free, I would be extremely skeptical. Yes. Okay, so that should have lowered the amount of time. Okay, here's something that's really funny. The rotation of this will have to change. I want to say it's that value. Let's see. No. How about this one? How about this one? Ah, 270. Yes. Yes. Yoda Celestial. Voin. Yeah, I've seen those games. I have. I have seen the game. Okay, so I guess what we'd want is this attack. Yes. 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 I don't see any ball or gun in this game, therefore burring. Burring. That's how I chose to pronounce that. Burring. Yes. I collected animations from tutorial links. Hey, listen, man. I don't know. Do we have an art style in mind yet? I don't know. Something that makes me maybe wants to like rip your fucking eyeballs out. I was thinking something that like looks so deep fried your eyeballs actually start cooking as you're watching the game. What do you guys think? Leave my eyes alone, sir. I don't think so. I don't think so. Actually, I don't know. Okay, let's change the strength. The strength will be 2. Which means I've fucked up everything, but that's okay. That's okay. Now what I can do is hit actor. If strength is equal to 2, yeah, I'm hard coding numbers in. Yep, I'm doing the thing I'm gonna regret. A lot of things I regret in this project. This is probably one of them. Okay, so hit actor. This only happens once, right? Yes. Oh, thank goodness. This only happens once. Hey, thank you, Bush. Thank you. I love PX's style, low poly eye cancer FPS. The BPM art style? God, that hurts. Let's see, what's this? Very pretty. That's pretty. It's pretty. I don't know if I'd make my game look like... I don't know, dude. I think, here's the thing. I'm not very good at art. You know? I'm not very good at making a game look good. I'm still not there yet. Personally. Something that just tears up the bitrate so it can't be streamed? Yes! Noise all over the screen and shit. Are you good at making a gameplay good? I don't know. I don't know. I just kind of do shit and hope for the best. You know, I don't know. Hold on. We need to... let's just do this, I guess. Launch character. Yes. Yes. Duration 0.3. Yeah. Oh shit, we're gonna have to set him to flying. Uh-oh. if we... Mods, start a vote. Is Grim good at making games, yes or no? He said mods. He said mods. Oh, dude. You said mods. That's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah, yeah. Duration 1. 1. 1. 25 hundo. Test it. Test it. Whap! Whap! Now that is gaming. That's a little bit too much. However, here's a problem. Huge problem. Enable gravity. Make that a parameter. Default it to true. Default it. Value. Default. True. Yes. Good. Good. Very good. Very good. Yes. Very good. Enable gravity. Nope. By the way, this one. Is this one? Enable gravity turned off. Okay. Interesting. Let's try that again. Can you give the enemies giant boobs and butts? Listen, man, get your fucking brain out of a gutter, okay? Why are they not flying up? ¿Por qué? Why is it we fly up, but they fly not up? What problem? Why? Why problem? He's playing it. So the cast is going correctly. Can we able to take a small break and have like a quick sync about what we're doing right now? All right, listen here, fucko. Just because you work in corporate and you have to have like a call every 30 minutes about what you're doing because your corporate higher ups, your leaders, the only way they can contribute is by starting a meeting every 30 minutes. Doesn't mean that we need to do the same thing over here. We're playing around with the idea of doing juggling and making it so the enemy can be thrown up in the air. And right now, they're not being thrown up in the air. Let's touch base and circle back. Get some key stakeholders involved. Follow up some action items. I actually want to die after reading that. Hey, Krim, have you considered streaming on Kick? I think that's more of your vibe. I'm not that unhinged. I'm not... what do you... Don't ever say that again. Thank you. Gah! I like the up thrust, Anim. I know you do. Ho ho. Ho ho. Ho ho. Except these fuckers don't. Because for some reason they're not launching up. And I don't know if it's because they're using stupid nav mesh walking. And there I went. To space. Before I ended the simulation. Are they physical objects? Are you a physical object? Gambling mechanics? How is this a gambling mechanic? Let me set their character movement to just walking rather than Navmesh walking. Navmesh walking kind of fucking cringe, even though it's kind of more optimized. Let me see if they get launched up in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to say, he did not get launched up in the air. Why is he not getting launched up in the air? What is the difference between the player character and that one? Is it the velocity on finish mode? Hold on, hold on. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, I'm stupid. I know why. I set the gravity of our player character, which means we're ignoring gravity, but we didn't set it on the enemy. And so... yeah. Okay. Yeah, oops. Oops. I'm really stupid. I'm really dumb. Moon Moon really recently introduced Evil Moon Moon to deflect that he himself is a toxic bald guy. You should do the same. I'm not bald. And I'm not toxic. I'm just misunderstood. You're not bald? I know. Surprising. I'm not bald. Pull up the hair? No, I don't think so. What's a physical animation component? It's to do some really fancy little physics stuff on the skeletal meshes. That's what you get for impersonating the French. I really would appreciate it if you censored that word. Actually, why do people do that? Why do people censor the word French? Is there like something associated here? So, can someone tell me something? Why? Why? They're just vile? Jesus, man. Racism in my chat room? How are you a VIP? British. The British. Can I be VIP, Sonny? I would. That is the last thing I would do. Wait, reset gravity doesn't actually even reset it to the proper value. That's really funny. That is very funny. Okay, now, we should be able to juggle the enemy. They should fly up in the air. All right, hold on. Except for this guy. God, I hate these guys. They're stupid. Hold on, watch this guy. What? Why? Oh, I forgot to call the event. I really am stupid. Yeah. Sometimes. Should I buy a 7,778 piece Lego Executor Starred Dreadnought on Facebook Marketplace for $170? Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah? I'm not responsible for your financial decisions, by the way, but yes. Yes. And then resell it. Maybe. Unless they chewed on some of the Lego pieces. Okay, let's try this again. All right, juggling test number 4. Here we go. Why? Why does it not work? Strength 300, duration 0.3, enable gravity. I don't understand. You actually are responsible for my financial situation, though? That's not... No, I'm not. No, we are launching both ourselves and the enemy, but for some reason, it's not launching. For some reason, not working, not working. Why? Why not? What if a launch character data is already associated to the enemy, which I think it is, right here in damage, and so it cannot do it again? What if? And so, I don't know how to fix that. Can I remove an ability from ourselves and then reassociate an ability? Or what if I set this to additive? We know exactly what's going to happen. Enemies are going to go flying, but... Yes! Yes! Huh? See you later, idiot. Yeah, I think what's going on is that there's already an ability associated to the character and it is not being overwritten. And so, yeah. Are those goblins modeled after you? You say that, yet I'm probably taller than you, so... How dare you, Jim! Carrie! From the Grinch! Yeah, I think that's what's going on, is their launch enemy character is already associated. I don't know how to end that. I think what's... Yeah. Can I remove an ability? Like, stop an ability? Stop ability. Ho, ho, ho. Remove ability. Yeah. Here we send a gameplay event to an actor with impulse, right? Can we stop a gameplay event? I have an idea. It's really stupid, but it's gonna work. It'll work. It'll work. It'll work. It'll work. This will work. This will work. Oh, not enough space. Yes. 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 So we launch the character before we deal damage, which would automatically launch them. And then that'll make it so they play this one over the other one, because I don't know how to cancel an ability that's currently in progress. Yeah, I'm a bit stupid. Yeah, well, some might say. Huh? Okay, it still needs a bit of work, but that kind of looks cool. I like it. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Let's change the duration to 0.3. Let's make it a quick jump in the air. Of course, what we'd want is us to be like stationary in the air for a period of time to allow us to go in with a second attack. But let's... Your run-of-the-mill AI slop dev would have already cranked out a game in these 3 weeks, and here you are trying to incorporate actual game mechanics. Got anything to say for yourself? Yeah. It's okay, I'm working on a friend slop game on the side. Yep. Yep. End juggle 0.6. Let's say 0.7. So that will be our same amount of time here for 0.7. You are? Yeah. I might work on it at the later in the stream. It's kind of fun. I don't really know what's going on. Half the time it's kind of like, it feels a little bit more buggy than... Okay, but hear me out. Listen, I have an idea. What if when we juggle the enemy... I want to try something. Wait a second, this is just Yasuo from League of Legends? Mods, shoot that guy with a Nerf gun. Maybe we don't start as Ragdoll. Hold on. Upswing. Let's make it so we can attack a lot faster. What's the friend slap game about, and are there any waifu characters planned? I don't want to spoil too much. I was gonna make a joke, but it's not very... It's kind of insensitive. It's really insensitive joke. No, I won't make that joke. I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket. It's got trains involved. I'm sure some couldn't probably guess what kind of joke I was gonna think of there. Alright. Dude, the juggling is fun. It's just obviously we just need to make it feel less buggy. But from a design standpoint, okay, when in air, how do we check if we're in the air? Grounded? With his knock-up attack, a combo attack that slams down to go hard, you feel me? Yeah, I feel that. I don't know how we would do that. What? Yeah. How? Question, how? I believe it was reset gravity. Yes. So we're going to go ahead, when we land, we reset the gravity, and then... I don't know why we get launched really far. I think it's because of our strength value. When we land, our gravity is supposed to be reset, but it is not being reset. I might have made the game very... It's very buggy. What? Stab. Where's the stab attack? Ba-da-ba-dum-bum. You know, it's just a prototype, right? It's okay if it's a little buggy, right? A little rough around the edges. You know what I mean? A little bit of rough, little rough around the edges a little bit. That's fine. That's fine. As long as it's fun, right? That's what matters at the end of the day. That's what matters at the end of the day, right? You know, M-Zone. It's coming together along nicely. It's it's getting there. It's getting there, I think. Yeah, the one bug that is currently prominent is it's not resetting the gravity soon enough. So we end up like jumping really high. I don't think the gravity is the answer here. I don't think modifying the gravity is what we want. Yeah. Any reason you name your streams horrendously? What? What do you mean? I don't. It's. I don't know. I'm unsure. I don't think gravity is the way to do this. As much as gravity would be very interesting, I think it just makes it seem really weird. Let's see if we can launch the enemy and ourselves faster in the air. Let's try half timing it. Why does it still seem really slow? Maybe we need to up the strength. So let's do 500. 500. Yep. Why does it kind of seem like he goes in the air way farther up? Anybody else noticing that? The exact same timing for gravity. God, I really hate putting my hands into gravity for this. Oh, you know what? Actually, hold on. If we hit an enemy... Oh, it does activate. Oh, okay. Oh. All right. Well, all right. I just don't update the stream name title often. So. Yep. Yeah, they fly up so much higher than I do. What the heck? What? Why? We don't have a strength curve, set velocity and finish. Strength 500. And then for them we have 500. Now, the one difference is, I guess, the velocity on finish mode is set to 0. Maybe that's what's going on. I believe in our version, why don't you let the guy that's in the wall do a bit of the attacking, huh? So the velocity on finish mode is causing us to get screwed. So that means I want that as a variable. I guess we'll just, I'm not organizing this. I don't care. Actually, yes, I am. There we go. I feel much better. So now I can go in here, set it to 0. Oh shit, I need to default it to 2. Set that to 0. All good. I do not love, I just hate watch. Wow, I got my first hate watcher, huh? You know what? It's not half bad. The only thing I don't like is like the dash goes so far, and that's because the strength is being taken into account. Yep. Not good, not good. It is launching us much farther than I would like. And that's probably because LERP is going farther than I would like. Oh, motherfucker. Ugh, because the strength is 2. Ah, whatever. Just put a clamp at the end. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered right now. Just put the... There we go. The easy fix. There we go. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, look at that. It works. Pog. All right, moving on. So I don't know why we doesn't reset the gravity. Now I'm jumping up and down like crazy. Okay, we got a couple, you know, we got a couple bugs and whatnot. I don't even think the game knows what it's doing right now. That's okay. We're going through a discovery period of not knowing what the hell's going on. Okay, it's cool. Besides the weird gravity bugs that occur. There's something there. It just really needs to be refined. I just really hate how the gravity is like... A lot of camera movement. We're gonna have to definitely tone it down, I think. It's not the FOV. When you slash, there's a slight bit of camera movement, but I feel like it's a little too much. We have the punches and the kicks, it's just I don't really know how to incorporate that properly within all this, because it's a different button press. Whoa! What the hell? What the hell happened there? I kind of like the air juggling. Wait, do I? I don't know. All of this makes the bow useless. Unless maybe we make it so like when you're in the air, it like slows down your movement, your fall speed. I don't know. It feels, well, it feels like a prototype, that's for sure. That goes without saying, I definitely do feel like a prototype. Do I use C++ or blueprints only? I use Python. No, I'm not putting in dismemberment, not right now. No, I'm not putting in dismemberment. Cool air movement with crossbear if you're interested. I think I'd just make it so it's like if you pull out your bow while you're in midair, it like slows down your fall speed. Like a feather fall kind of thing. There's moments where you do the up attack and you're like not launched with the enemy. What the? You guys see that? What happened? Question, are you a full-time dev now after releasing Super for Hire? Yeah, basically. Yeah. When do they climb onto each other and form the Giga Boss? It is not Giga Bonk. Mega Bonk, sorry. But what if I launch someone in the air and then kick them? I'm stuck! Get me out of here! It's like making a weird noise. It was like going... I was like, I think it was playing the landed animation, landed sound effect a bunch. Was one where you could use Python or UE5? Nah, I'm just joking with you. Blueprint. I use both. Maybe we slow down the attack? I feel like it's too fast. Like a little bit. Like slow down a little bit. Slow it down a little bit. Okay, it's got promise. Just needs a lot of work. And also the controls are a bit weird. You have to like hold the sword and then hit F and that becomes an up attack. Or you have to hit E to make it a stab attack. It's intuitive once you get into it, but... Or at least it feels intuitive. It kind of feels like half the time you don't really know what you're doing, though. And that could just be because things are just broken. But it's kind of cool launching an enemy in the air and then slicing them. I think that's pretty sick. There's something cool there. Something cool to be said there. But half the time I don't really know what I'm doing because there's like a lot going on. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like half the time I don't really know what I'm doing, and it's partially probably due to the first-person perspective. Who would have thought? Our camera perspective makes things kind of annoying. What the? Levitation spell? I've had plans for that anyways. I think if I fix the weird bugs where it's like we start like our next jump has a lot of gravity and make it a little bit more predictable, it could feel cooler. I think right now it just feels too buggy. Yeah. Let me, speaking of making it a bit easier, we should increase a bit of the half size of the sword. Like, almost double it. That way, the sword is, like, almost guaranteed to hit. I think the reason why we did that is trying to hit an accurate spot, like the head. It's a lot harder to do when the box is so big. What the? See, like, things like that. We went from trying to go more methodical to, yeah, I'm juggling enemies now. The one big design flaw right now is how do we regenerate our health? Am I double jumping in midair? No, it's every hit we do on an enemy makes us hop in the air. There's just an issue where sometimes the gravity is like not resetting properly when we land on the ground, and it causes us to like hop a lot higher than it should. And so it kind of looks a little buggy. Like right there. Oh, I just realized what I did. I understand. I am stupid. I see. I made it so the gravity change only occurs if you are on the ground. Yeah, you know, I'm a little stupid sometimes. The thing is falling, I'm pretty sure checks as far as Z velocity is 0. I just really think setting the gravity is not it. It's not it. I'm Mary Poppins. Maybe, you know, God of War does that thing, the latest God of War, where you're not juggling yourself, you just juggle the enemies. What if instead of juggling myself, I just juggled the enemy?
5 years and 4 months. I remember I was on the bus going home from college. It was the time it got
Maybe I do that
instead, so
instead of like hopping myself up too.
24 kilometers when I randomly checked whether I am able to sub. You've just moved to Canada back then.
I feel like they, oh my god, 64 months. I was in the bus going home from college. 124 kilometers, oh my god. Randomly checked whether I was able to sub and you just moved to Canada back then. Oh, those were the days. Those were the days. Those were the days. Thank you, Felix. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think we make it so we don't make the player hop with it. I think it's just the enemy gets flung up the air. Unless you are in the air. Thoughts? I know right now it looks weird, but we can fix these issues. Like if you are in the air as well, maybe we can make it so it's like, oh, you stay in the air? I don't know. It's kind of fun though. It's just so fast paced. I feel like I'm gonna get a headache. You know what I mean? Like, could be the camera movements. Maybe we need to tone down the camera movements now. Just load up a Castle Crashers video. They have the air juggling down. Ah, you mean the game that is literally fucking 2D and on a side view? And what? Oh, you mean that game? No, to be fair, it might still help us looking at the games even though they might have a different camera perspective. The only dimension that it matters is actually one directional. Yeah, whatever, shut up, man. Whatever, nerd. You make your one directional games. I'm over here. I'm playing 4D chess. Am I really sensitive to fast gameplay and stuff? I'm not necessarily, but this is like on a different level of like, it's a little too fast paced. Either that or it's like there are certain elements that make it a little bit more headachy than I would want. And the fact that the fucking thing keeps unfocusing because I move my mouse too far down. Unreal. You're gonna drive me fucking crazy. And it did it again. Whoa. I'm okay. I'm okay. I haven't been looking at YouTube chat. Okay. All right. Well, you know, we know some stuff. Short break. Well, I guess it's kind of fun. I guess. The bow has no, like, place in any of this. I don't think the items have any place in this. Like, to be honest. But maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we say fuck the items. Maybe we just do the trait tree, the skill tree, rune tree. We just do the permanent unlocks. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. My current problem right now, it is not approachable from like a beginner standpoint with the controls and everything. Perma unlock skill tree, kill knight style loop with portals opening to different areas as you go. Finite ending that's giga hard. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna juggle the player. I think that makes it extremely disorienting. I think what I'll do is more God of War style juggling, where it's like you juggle enemies in the air, possibly. If we even keep that into the game, I don't know. Or make a Devil Daggers type game with a time survive leaderboard. The thing is, I don't think you can do, like, I don't know if you could do like a melee weapon system for Devil Daggers style kind of thing. Unless you mean just the arena structure with like a time survived kind of thing. Anyways, good progress, I think. No, I'm not going to do narrative and story. I don't do narrative and story. It's just not something I do, like, ever. Not something I've ever done. I don't think it's something I'll ever really do, necessarily. Unless it's very light. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna work on the other game, probably off stream. I gotta work on it a lot more. I've been planning some of the tasks and stuff right now. Yeah. Is the other game the main one or is this one? This is not. This is the main game that I'm currently working on. But to be honest, I think once we have the playtest over, I'm going to get a feel for it. Because I do think the other game, which is a friend swap game, what's the best way of putting this? I'm a lot more confident in the concept and idea of the friend swap game than I am over this game currently. And I feel like I already kind of know the design of where it would go. It's just a lot more technical. Like figuring out how to do proximity voice chat, for example. I've never done voice chat before. Doing a lot more multiplayer stuff again, which I haven't done in a proper production way in a while. But luckily, because of the concept of the game, it's simpler than, you know, it's a simpler multiplayer structure. So we'll see. We still got 9 days on the clock until we intend to do a little prototype playtest, get a feel for how people feel about the game. So I guess we fucked around with some of the gameplay here today, but I'm still not like, there's a lot of things that need to be done. But I am glad that we're kind of coming with a flow that doesn't necessarily need like items. If we can cut that out of the scope entirely, that would be really beneficial. And I guess we could still focus on the abilities. I guess the abilities could still be... Because I do want to learn gas. So, like, the whole point of this project is to learn C++ and gas, so...
Shit my pants, I did. Mmm.
Yeah. What the hell is pushing me? I don't know how to say that in...
Kermit the Frog, you shit my pants, I did. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you stay in that wall, stupid. Ugh. Wait, does hitting the wall count as a hit? Oh my god. I don't think it does. Yeah, anyways. You're gonna make me do 5 push-ups, man? Alright, fine. Dude, what? Oh.
Hitting the wall count as hit. My God. My God, oh. My, oh, God, my, oh. God, my.
How do you even... That's not... You gotta... Whatever. I'm out of here, man. I'm out of here. You guys are crazy. I don't know what you guys are doing. See you guys tomorrow. What day is today? I don't even know. Tuesday? Yeah. All right, goodbye. See you guys later. Thanks for dropping by. I'm not confident in this game, so it's possible that we drop this shit after the playtest. Who knows? I don't know. We'll find out.